fine into Galio, but it's like a handshake lane. Galio pushes a little bit faster and roams a little bit faster. Top side of Kali will beat out Nar, so you had to pick an early game jungler which could do something, anything here. And speaking of the lanes for DFM, my eyes are on this bot lane because when you pick a Kalista, you pick it for pressure here. And we've seen Yutapon and Harp really know how to abuse a winning matchup here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see first blood happen in that bot side, pre 5-6 minutes here.
Yeah, definitely. Already looking for something aggressive there with that invade to get spotted out by that ward, and so nothing came out of it quite yet. Looking at the runes, looking at the sums. Anything striking here? Anything surprising?
I'm sad that we're not seeing Dark Harvest or Predator Poppy. I mean, Phase Rush is fine. I think Phase Rush is probably what we've seen more of recently here. But yeah, a little bit sad we just didn't see like full aggro early game Poppy.
Yeah, no, that definitely would have been something interesting to see. We at least get the Predator on the Galio. That's something. A little bit of solace there. But you got to take what you can get. You have that opposite start here, so we're gonna be seeing Unica looking to. I guess maybe he's gonna look for that level 3 mid instead, or who knows, maybe goes for that Raptors and then just wraps around bot. Maybe they catch him out. That's how you catch him lacking.
True. I mean, you want to get creative with your ganks. I'm watching Unica a little bit here as well. Red into Krugs is an interesting pathing. It's either full clear path or you're going for the cheese gang pot, and I would actually have preferred to see the cheese gang pot, but there's wards already from DFM here in this bot lane. They really want to get this isolated lane as long as possible, and with the pathing for Unica, Yutapon and Harp are going to have a very nice long time where they're not worried about ganks.
I was a little worried you're gonna say where they're just gonna start farming. I was gonna please no, don't curse this to be another game from last
no,
time.
No. This is CFM, man. We're fine. It's CFM. I even wore the lighter blue to match DFM's colors, man. Like, you can't do me dirty like that.
That's fair. Yeah, mid lane, nothing too much going on just yet. Obviously, Yaharong gotta respect the range coming up from Lysandra here. Just has to use those Wings of Duran to get any damage onto those minions down. Meanwhile, on this bottom lane here, Dress Code and Hetel have been pushed out under the turret. No one really there to help them at the moment. Unica is going for that full clear. A little disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I feel like this, once again, it's like we said in last game as well. Like when you expected, we're going to have to hold that thought because the hook does land. Bit of damage coming out. Wasn't quite in tower range though, but back to my point. When you are expected to lose, that's when I feel you can get creative with it, right? You have nothing to lose.
Yep, and he's now hit level 4, and we haven't seen a gank. I am disappointed. Yep. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day has been ruined.
Your day has been ruined. The rest of the hours you spend before you go to sleep will just your thoughts will be plagued of Unica in the river level 4. His Volibear license has officially been revoked by RMC. The Council of RMC has decided.
Yes, the random council of mobs and monsters right now has decided that Volibear, no bueno. That's it. We did see Steel actually go down to that bot side, checking out the cams, so they'll probably have a decent idea of roughly where Unica's pathing is going to be for the next little while. Abby on the top side, though. This is pre-6, and he's already pulling out Washidai. Washidai has to be careful. They don't base before 6. That perfect execution on a mini now or later on will spell death.
Yeah, definitely gotta be careful with that. And we saw how just pivotal that rage bar is as well, right in that last game. The moment that thing runs out, you gotta be careful. And I mean, with Evie as well piloting that Akali, you gotta be even more carefuler.
Yes, but what's more than careful? Care overflowing, I guess.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, double careful.
Double careful, yeah.
Careful,
and you can see Washington is careful. Yeah.
Okay. No, see, look at me now. You're trying to bring out like the big brain actual analyst point. I'm out here trying to like stack careful. That really showed the duality of man right here.
Hey man, my point was just that Washington is doing the careful with as many cares as you want to full or stack right there. So you know what, it's valid. And Washington, that's the right thing you do, right? Like when you know that there's a potential window, when you know that you don't have jungle pressure coming through, right play. And so far V3 doing a good time with it. I know it's only 5 minutes in, and it sounds a little bit like condescending to say, "Oh, V3's doing a good job. They didn't die pre 5 minutes." But like I said, I was half expecting to see a kill come out, 5 to 6 minutes into the game for DFM. So I actually do think V3 not only have they not died, but they're actually doing pretty well in the CS department so far.
Yeah, especially that mid lane. That was a pretty good read coming up from Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Honestly, like noticing the moment they are looking at dash, and he's like, okay, something's coming,
Mhm.
freezing him in place, gets away. I feel like the stakes, like we need to just reiterate, right? It's like right now, V3, they're what, 0-24? Oh my god, Evie, yo, chill out! Goes against the first one.
He's out.
Perfect execution, living up to the ultimate's name. He gets out of that somehow. I'm still trying to process how that happened, and that was like 10 seconds ago now. Jesus.
5:55 Echo. They did it for 6 minutes. I called it. Okay.
Let's go.
That is disgusting. I actually thought Ebby should have died to turret on that, but actually got it right before the turret drew the second bead on him there. And this isn't even mini now. Like Ebby is just so confident. He went in on against a mega. And I do think it was a bit of a miscalculation a little bit in terms of going in. I do think, you know, mini would have been very, very clean, and Ebby ran the risk of dying. But you saw that second take out the perfect execution got him out of range from that turret before it started actually shooting the shot there, which kept him safe. Now Hetzel getting caught does flash away.
Yeah, indeed, hot and goes down. Oh, Harp so low, gets the bail. I gotta kill him quick if you want to stay alive. Won't quite find it. Pull out the spears, baby. Doesn't even matter. Gives his life admirably for you to pawn to get the second kill. And already, we're 7 minutes in, and things are not looking good for V3.
I mean, this is the DFM special, right? You always just kind of wait for the other foot to drop here. And in this bot side matchup, I mean, Hetzel just not respecting the damage that can come out from this Kalista part of me here. And Harp dying honestly doesn't matter. I was actually wondering if you could rend with all those stacks, but as we saw, not quite enough. So Harp goes down, and that's fine. DFM's big KDA players, Yaharong, not Harp. Harp will die any day of the week if it gets Utapon ahead there. And for a 1-for-2 plus shove, I think Dresscoat lost an entire wave, maybe even a wave and a half on that particular push. That's a win for DFM. That's how they accelerate the early game.
Yeah, definitely wins it around. Very nice handshake landing as well. They're trying to get the Yu-Gi-Oh, but not quite finding that damage just yet. That glacial path is going to allow Yu-Gi-Oh to escape. But I meant to say this before. I mean, the stakes right now are pretty big for V3. At the moment, they still don't have a single win, and Washidai doesn't have a health bar. There's that mini you were talking about. Goes down. We can just pass over that. But this was the absolute... I mean, go on. Like, I'm trying to just make this point. I'm trying to make this point.
Echo. No. I feel like for the sake of V3, you got to stop, man. The other time you tried to make that point, that happened too. Literally, it was almost like a replay, except this time Ebby didn't have to dive the turret, man.
Yeah, you know, at this point, just go to LoFan. Just look up their win rate, and you'll get the point I'm trying to make. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not trying to get our boy Washidai killed.
You know what? Maybe the next time Washidai dies, then you bring it up.
That's
so that there's
guaranteed
there's no way it happens again. Yeah, a little bit rough. And DFM now, you know, picking up that Herald as well here. That's just gonna accelerate the pace of things, and I'm curious to see which lane they opt to drop it in, because I think they could do it in any lane pretty much. Mid probably a bit of the hardest to crack right now. Yaharong, I mean, you're on a Galio. The kill threat's not amazing onto a Lissandra here. You pick the Galio for side lane pressure, for the ability to roam down with the Predator, with the hero's entrance there. So I think ideally we probably see Herald like dropped onto a side lane if you're not already threatening to take those turrets down, and then just accelerate from there, get those side lanes rotating into the mid lane instead.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if we see it go down top, right? Evie has just been... I mean, he's just turned Washidai into minced meat at this point. So it's like, what's Washidai going to do? Like, is he going to step? No, he will not step up, because he knows that Evie is just going to take him out. Look at that. Perfect execution. Probably, I'd give it like 10, 15 more seconds until it's up, right? So it's like, once that's up, Washidai knows that not in for a good time. No, Washidai, you got to go, man. Use that speed boost. Get out of there, bro. Evie is hot on his tail. I don't think he actually saw. I'm not sure. Shroud over the wall. Oh, the 5-point strike. No! The 5-point strike doesn't quite find the mark. A very nice use of that Shroud, though, to get on back out of there. And that is going to be some info that at least now they know Unica is heading back to base.
Can I say, okay, I just love the fact that he's like, oh, Washidai cannot step up. And he's like in the enemy jungle, like contrary to all logic there. And you're right, he should not be stepping up. He had to take such an odd path route. Now still into the bot side, 3v3.
Yeah, we do see that depth charge coming out onto Utapon. Fade's call to keep Heart protected. The ultimate coming in from Unica, but down goes one. Unica
Oh,
getting lower, but the spears about to do a lot of damage
that's
once he
red
pulls
white.
them out. Utapon needs to be careful though. Red White don't fight, but it doesn't
Oh,
even matter. At least they go for two, but finally will go down the bailout. Not gonna bail him out of that one at the end of the day. The Reaper still takes his toll. Utapon goes down, but I still say it was worth.
yeah, and you can tell that Utapon and Harp, they saw red white. They know you don't normally fight, but they were banking on the bailout there. They said that, okay, we can stack this easy. Sure, you kill me, but I will definitely get my bailout. And they did. The promise just Unica managed to answer back here. So not perfect, but it's DFM. They're, limit testing a little bit with their strength here. And despite all of that, they're not going to fall behind. Utapon doesn't get the CS, but neither does Dress Code there. And the start of this fight, it's just DFM being stronger right now. They've got the level advantage here. Utapon just kind of goes in and they layer the CC just so well. The bailout right into the fate bound
Face call.
the Callisto ultimate face call.
Yeah,
Pardon me. Yeah,
face
there
call,
we go.
yeah.
And then right here, Utapon, you can see like the bailout. They know they can survive and they can get the bill out there. I think they just underestimated the follow-up damage that Unica was able to provide as well. And so V3, hey, at least they get a kill. Unfortunately, it goes over to Unicorn, and Dress Code is still sitting at 0-2-2.
Yeah, definitely. I also just not really expecting that stun coming out right from Unica that we talked about. That is so pivotal. Stunned him right into the Sky Splitter as well, and that just being enough damage to take him down was huge. And oh no, it's almost like a replay. I actually seen the Herald getting dropped in this bot lane. That is a confirmed tier 1 is gonna go down. And so they're like, screw it, we don't need to do anything more. Trying to get Dress Code here are gonna force that flash out of him. And so that is definitely the move. Down goes that tier 1. Gonna look to wow, that was a weird champion action I've never seen happen before. Pulled him in and then pulled himself away again. Now they do see that, oh yeah, Unica. Actually, maybe they look for something in Unica. They don't have vision, still in the fog of war, but with that sweeper, they do know that Unica is there. Oh, I was trying to find something to steal with that Hex Flash over the wall. It's gonna opt to just take his camps instead, and Unica just has to literally watch as he's being robbed his own jungle, and there's nothing he could do about it. That is literally, there's no worse feeling than that.
I mean, Rob implies that there's ownership from V3 on that jungle. I think that's DFM's jungle, to be honest. The moment that, even before the Herald went down, Steel was already walking in there like he owned the place. Like somebody gave him the keys and he's just in there.
Oh no, why she die? Okay, don't find it. It's because I didn't make the point. He couldn't find it. I didn't make the point. He didn't find it.
He hasn't died a single time.
Exactly. I'm keeping my mouth shut about it. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to sabotage Washington. What I didn't mean to say though. I did mean to make the point. I don't know if you've watched Lazy Town by any chance. You ever get a chance to watch that when you were?
Unfortunately not.
Damn,
Fill me
missing out. Yeah, but there is a song where it's like this guy just goes around constantly like, this is mine, right? He goes around to everything like, this house is mine. I feel like that's literally what the entirety of DFM are doing right now. They're going around, this jungle is mine. Your life is mine. And like they're just walking around taking whatever they want.
Pretty much. The entire rift is DFM's here. Now, they did find Harp, and this is technically a numbers advantage for V3 here. They're losing this.
Yeah, they are just losing indeed. Hatel's in the worst position of his life. The red comes out, almost takes him down. UTO maybe gonna look to find something or goes in heroic entrance as well. So many shields coming out. You can't do damage to anyone. Gatekeeper's verdict. Can they find something here? Oh, actually cancel out, but oh my god. They don't care about turrets anymore. They're looking to just dive them. They go ahead and get one. At least they find the kill on Yaharong, but Unica does lose his life. A lot of low HP bars. It was hard to even like just register what was going down in that fight because it's like it almost felt like DFM was like, oh, turret, I don't care.
Well, what happened in that fight, Echo, is quite simple. We got to see a fighting game, arcade game in a MOBA somehow because it felt like a new challenger approaches over and over again. Because look at this here. Look at Dress Code walking up. They should have waited for Dress Code. There was no reason to pull the trigger right here. So what should have been a 3v2 ends up being a 2v2. And then, okay, Unica's out. New challenger approaches. Dress Code's in. Okay, Hato's out. New challenger approaches.
Tag Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go.
Exactly. It just keeps going over and over and over again. And honestly, even this keeper's verdict was kind of funny to me because it was like, okay, maybe I find the kill on it. But then they were like, no, we hold because Yaharong's going in. Yaharong's going to clean this up. And Yaharong's like, guys, I'm too deep. Yeah. It should have been a lot worse than it was. So props to V3 for actually surviving that. And 1-for-1 trade, that's a win. They lose nothing else in the back end. And hey, they even get the tempo somehow to pick up this Herald here. DFM just kind of getting that over. So V3, signs of life, will it be enough? My money's a no. But hey, like JBO said, anything can happen, right? So maybe the Eye of the Herald will be that stone that they need to trip up DFM here.
Yeah, exactly. That first step. I gotta say though, I do feel like I kind of got some deja vu to last game. Like once again, right? You're focusing the Renata, like easily one of the squishiest members of the team, and you can't kill it. Like we saw the exact same thing happen last time around. We see it happen here as well, as we also see the entirety of V3 here, 3-man of V3, not the entirety, excuse me, in this mid lane right now, looking to move into the jungle. They're trying to reclaim some sort of semblance of control of this map, but it's just hard to do. Yujo in this top lane as well needs to be careful. Evie is just hiding in the woods, man. He is waiting.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Lissandra Akali matchup was probably the matchup they originally wanted, so Yujo was probably more comfortable with this, and there's slightly less kill threat for Ebby to be able to find the Lissandra there. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Ebby, I think, is so far accelerated at this point. It's 2-0-0, and we've not seen Ebby in any team fights so far. Ebby's playing a different game from everyone else. Everyone else is playing League of Legends. Ebby's just playing like some sort of PvE in the top lane, you know, some sort of RPG style game, I guess. Solo. I don't know what's happening up there. And it feels like, you know what? At least nobody's dying. That's a win for V3 topside.
Yeah, that's very true. I feel like I'm about to get like a DM from Ebby, like, hey, make the point again. Make the point again.
I mean, if you want action, you've got the power. We now know that you actually have the power here. We'll see how it goes for now. DFM actually been struggling to take turrets down. They've been sieging up this mid lane for quite a while, and they should be able to take it finally now.
Yeah, and looking to indeed tower getting lower and lower, and looking like V3 maybe see this as an opportunity to go in, but it just isn't. Down goes the first. Remember, they lose Hotel dress code. Going in deep here. The tower doing a lot of damage onto Evie. They are at least gonna get that kill. Washi die just getting bludgeoned by steel right now. It's gonna go down glacial path. Huge flash to get over the wall there and escape him. And Utica is left to fight on his own, and he ain't gonna be doing no more fighting. He goes down, and once again, Yujo will be the last man standing.
Steel is cracked. Steel is insanely cracked. I love this Waffy, man. He broke ankles. He just dodged out Yujo and picked up Unica with the fadeaway. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. Dragon, though, is coming up, and DFM is going to fall back to that. DFM, this is actually a harder take than I expected. I thought they'd just walk up and take the turret, but V3, props to them. They're still identifying when they can kind of fight here. Yes, they lose this, but I think that's more a function of just them being so far behind than anything else. If they were even, this probably would have turned for them, but DFM's just too far ahead. The dives are coming through, and right here, oh man, I could just watch this on replay for days.
Yeah, that was some smooth moves right there from Steel. I'm not gonna lie. I do gotta say one thing. Definitely, we need to point out. Actually, Yaharong died. He's died in this game. He's officially, his death counter has gone up by 1. He just cut his KD in half.
Yeah, he went from 80 to like 40.
GG, dude. Honestly, that's the win for V3 right there, if you ask me. Like, they don't have to literally win the game. They killed Yaharong. Those big moves already. Who can say that they did that other than my boys over at Burning Core? Not a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, 7 other teams can say that, you know, they've won a game, but only 2 teams can say they've killed Yaharong. So who's the real winner?
Who's the real winner? Exactly. Who's laughing? Oh no, I don't think V3 is gonna be laughing much longer though with Evie being there. Hetel trying his best to escape there, the hook, the flash to escape there, going in real deep though, Steel trying to find something, but he's just getting Omega CC'd one after the other. The bailout comes out, and the bailout does connect. He's about to die, but they get the kill. No! And so he's gonna reset it, and he survives to fight another day. Steel doesn't even go in, doesn't give it a second thought. He knows his boys have his back, and they do indeed. They keep him alive.
Yo, the build-outs this game have been absolutely cracked, and it's working so well with Kalista too. Utapon's almost always able to guarantee at least 1 kill to bail out his teammates here. I know it's Renata's ability, but I almost feel like it's more on Utapon than Harp right now to get those build-outs popping.
Yeah, that's actually insane. Look at that. Ripto gets dropped. Evie was, I mean, my man was just stalling. He knew something was going on. The moment he went in, I'm like, things really about to go down here. Just using that shroud perfectly as well. And V3 knows something's coming. And by the time they see it on the horizon, it's too late already. The flash, that beautiful E from Evie connects as well. Look at that steal as well. Just gets CC'd, and eventually goes down. And then, oh my got so much damage. Utapon just hits some 1, 2, 3, boom, pulls the spears out and just saves his boy's life. He's like, I got you, bro. Don't even worry. But they just told Steel, hey, yo, hang back. I got you, man.
Yeah, you know, we don't usually give too much credit to Dress Code here on V3, but I think Dress Code's really been doing pretty. I say this as he dies, but I think Dress Code has been doing pretty well this game. Yes, I know that happened, Echo. I'm still gonna say it. Dress Code's been doing pretty decently this game. He's died a lot, but he's also done a lot for the team. I'd love to see his damage numbers at the end of this game because I suspect it's probably the highest in the team.
Yeah, if we expunge the last 20 seconds, other than that, he's been doing he's been doing pretty good.
No, you know what? No, we're gonna put that in there. That's a mark of honor. Evie killed him. Evie's killing everyone at this point here, and despite that, it's the failings here, Echo, that make the successes that much more beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful way to look at it. Beautiful way to look at it.
I'm huffing that copia, man.
You're definitely not the only one right now. 21 minutes in, it's 4-14, 10K gold difference. Things not looking too good. Utapon is sitting on a whopping 3 items and boots. I mean, those triple spears look kind of dangerous. Not kind of dangerous. They look incredibly dangerous, actually.
Yeah, there's not a lot that is going to be able to survive Utapon just pounding at you here. And let's not forget, V3 don't have a true tank at this point either. The tankiest member is probably Volibear, who's completed a Turbo Chem tank. Not even, you know, the Frostfire or the Sunfire Cape, which give you more tank stats here. And other than that, he doesn't have a completed second item. So everything, even Baron, is getting shredded by this Callista here.
Look at Heddle, dude. Evie was just waiting for him. Didn't quite hit that 5-point strike. Hostile takeover does get dropped. Only gonna find 1 member, but that doesn't even matter. They barely even needed the ult coming up from Unica, but he still goes down, and they're gonna look to just run him around. Yu-Gi-Oh had to go gold, but actually they're like, dude, what gets you later? Wow. The rest of the squad just keeps on going. Washidai goes down as well. Dress Code, Hatel running for their lives, man. Hatel does get hit with the Everfrost, gets hit with the Shield of Duran, gets pulled in, and Evie gonna clean up real quick. Actually, Yarong's like, yo, let me have a little something here. Gonna grab that steal. Is so fast. Dress Code, they're running him into their own base at this point. Like, Dress Code is running for his life and gets put into the dirt. It's gonna be an ace for DFM.
And that could very well be game. Baron buff, you know, still ticking.
No. Unica's still here, man. Don't count him out. Don't count him out, man. Unica's got this. Come on, Unica. You got 2 turrets. Your boy Yujo is up in 3 seconds. You can do. Unica, you gotta stop him, bro. I don't know what the plan is, but you gotta do something right here, right now. He's just kind of watching the turrets go down. The rest of the squad is here though. Now they look for that engage. He was just buying time. It was a big brain strat. He'll pay. I mean, yeah, he dies. I thought maybe that V3 was gonna get something out of it. And this would have been like a really cool heroic sacrifice, but no, nothing really comes out of it. Washidai though, trying to get a huge ult, but he just goes down and follows suit as well. Dress Code goes down to Evie. Hatel about to go down to Evie, the 3-man. Down he goes as well. Down goes the second Nexus turret, and DFM are keeping V3 at 0 wins. Unfortunately, they take the game in dominating fashion.